Today, April 8, 2022, I stand here before the little altar, the small altar, but resembling like the basilica in France, dedicated to Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus. Today, the inspiration from our ancestors, saints and heroes, is to mark this blessed office of the Department of the Interior and Local Government, Region 7, headed by Regional Director Kabanalan. When I met our beloved Secretary Eduardo M. Anyo on September 21, 2018, which is really the United Nations Day of Peace, International Day of Peace, I cannot forget that I thank the good Secretary Eduardo M. Anyo for the appointment of our dear Regional Director Kabanalan from Director of the National Barangay Office in the DLG main office. This afternoon, as I make some steps in this sacred space, I bring with me the pilgrimage steps and sacrifices through the years, since the day Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus called me first to the Gilmore, Quezon City, Carmel of St. Teresa of the Child Jesus, and then to Lucena City, Carmel of St. Joseph, province of Quezon. St. Joseph and St. Teresa of the Child Jesus instructed me to see to it that I pass by Cebu and make a pilgrimage to this blessed office before going to the Dapitan city of Rizal and Blumentritt, and after the Dapitan city of Blumentritt, again to Cebu. Little did I know that on April 7, 2022, which was yesterday, there will be a closing ceremony of the 500 years of Philippine Christianity here in Cebu City, in Humagon, for Humagon, because as Mayor Michael Lopez Rama pronounced and announced, the 500 years of Philippine Christianity will have not been possible without the leadership, ancestral leadership of King Odatu Humabo. So, the infant child Jesus in Cebu, to my mind, is the counterpart of the Santo Niño de Praga in Czech Republic. Here, I have a photo with the present and the current Czech Republic Ambassador to the Philippines, Ambassador Jana Sediba. Ayan. am here because it is indeed the Czech Republic that made possible my pilgrimage to Czech Republic entitled Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus, Dr. Jose Rizal, and Dr. Ferdinand Blumentritt for the Philippines' prophetic future. So now, today, April 8, 2022, I bring with me all these sacred prophetic graces which can be found on every page of this photo text publication as instructed by Saint Joseph. And so the title is Saint Joseph Barangay Education for the Golden Philippine Civilization, prophecy of Dr. Rizal and Dr. Ferdinand Blumentritt. Director Ricardo T. Travella, as head of the National Barangay Operations Office, has been with me in these efforts to realize a barangay education. And so it is but fitting and proper that this afternoon of April 8, 2022, before Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus and the Mother of Mercy and Interfaith Graces from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Interfaith Pilgrimage Mother, that came here also because of the invitation and desire of our dear Regional Director, Ricardo T. Travella. So it is but fitting and proper that now she gets to be proclaimed as the Mother of Mercy and Interfaith Graces, associated with peace and reconciliation, prosperity, unity, and transformation. It is but fitting and proper too that I dedicate the April 5, 2022 footages from the Dapitan City. My niece, Maria Cristina Rasnagamos, and myself had to undergo the long overnight boat ride from Cebu to Dipolo to Cebu, because as we pass through the sea, the Interfaith, the Mother of Mercy and Interfaith Graces wanted me to bless the Philippine seas. The Philippine Sea, from Cebu to Dipolo to Cebu, and all the other rivers and oceans all over the world, especially in the countries now besieged by the war between Ukraine and Russia. It is Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus and Saint Joseph desire that this April 5 up to April 8, 2022 pilgrimage steps and sacrifices from Cebu to the Pitan to Cebu. We offer so that the desire of the Holy Trinity and the Holy Family on October 13, when October 13, 1917, the last Fatima apparition in Portugal with the miracle of the dancing sun, and Our Lady of Mount Carmel appeared, and then Saint Joseph with the child Jesus blessing the world. So, when Saint Joseph instructed me to undertake the sacred prophetic pilgrimage steps from Cebu to the Pitan to Cebu, I invoke all these sacred prophetic graces so that the Philippines can realize its prophetic destiny to take care of the world. We will be the go-between. We will be the instrument of divine intervention. We will be the instrument of divine providence so that every nation of the world will experience the sacred prophetic grace of the Philippines for the world. Above all, it is the promise of the Mother of Mercy, Mother of interfaith graces, that today, April 8, 2022, may every government agency in the Philippines realize what the entire Region 7 of the Department of the Interior and Local Government, headed by our beloved Secretary Eduardo M. Ano, this time, what the heavens what the God of history and prophecy has promised to the beloved Philippines will be realized. So henceforth, everyone who comes to this place now that we have marked as a sacred prophetic pilgrimage site, where leaders, citizens, and communities will experience the sacred, prophetic, transforming, and unifying graces, so that this Philippine flag will be worthy of all the sacred ideas of Dr. Rizal, Andres Bonifacio, Dr. Ferdinand Blumentritt, and all the other heroes heroes of the Philippines in every local government, in every smallest unit of the Philippine local government. May everyone realize that what has been promised will be fulfilled. So, whenever every citizen now will begin to sing the national anthem or pambansang awit, may they now realize that Supremo Andres Bonifacio, as the first Secretary of the Department of Interior Local Government, has made sacrifices, has offered himself to, so that the Philippine flag, can all now be kissed with such reverence, because the Philippine flag has been redeemed and purified from greed, corruption, and oppression. Beginning today, as this YouTube video will be shared with the nation and the world, entitled as the May 9, 2022 National and Local Elections, a Sacred Prophetic Transfiguration of the Philippines for the world. Because my bold confidence is based on today's Thanksgiving ceremony, because the leadership of Secretary Eduardo M. Año, when he personally received the Rizal painting I inherited by my late grandfather, Dr. Guillermo Rustia. And this personal entrustment was done through the initiative and help of our dear Director Leocadio T. Trubella, who helped me fetch this Rizal painting from the University of the Philippines System Office, where I entrusted it first to the UP System Presidency of Alfredo E. Pascual. And so, Leocadio T. Trubella, as Director of the National Barangay Operations Office before being assigned here, deserves all the thanksgiving for today's ceremony. And now, the Department of the Interior Local Government, Region 7, Southern Philippines, in the depicted images or videos and footages. There is a portion here. There is a portion when I consecrated, when I dedicated the sacred prophetic leadership of Secretary Eduardo M. Año. When I dedicated every Philippine local government to God's mercy and love, to realize the sacred prophetic destiny of the Philippines to take care of the world. And it is divine providence that this symbol is here. I think it is made of abaca, solid, as Ambassador Grace Alicia Princesa keeps saying. Abaca stands for our strength, resilience, as a people, as a community, as a people of faith and family. This symbolizes the circular, the unity. My prayer, our prayer is that this May 9, 2022, May 9, 2022, national and local elections be a transfiguring experience. May every citizen called upon to vote, to cast the vote. May it be the symbol of the pilgrimage covenant with the sacred prophetic Philippine destiny. And may its prayer of its citizen, leader and community engaging in this sacred prophetic election. May they realize that there should be only one common prayer for all. May God's most holy will be done. The heavens know they have their anointed. So whoever will be chosen, whoever will emerge from the national to the local elections, may they form this circle of unity for transformation, peace, and prosperity. Because each Filipino has the responsibility to take care of the world. And if we are not united, the world will also crumble. It is our destiny that one day, and even this year, what this GILB7 has done, we heal as one for Filipinas, the Kabanalan. May every pilgrim all over the world experience the Philippines as the source of healing for whatever kind of sickness, personal sickness, social sickness, and above all, let us remember, my beloved compatriots, this land of saints and heroes, this land of sacred ancestors represented by Datu Humabon, this land of this land as pilgrimage covenant country. If we do not do our role, the world will not become whole. It's too big to believe. But just like Saint Joseph, he knew that he has been chosen to be an instrument of the divine plan. So now that Saint Joseph has called every Filipino, every community, every barangay to realize the barangay education for the Filipino golden civilization, a prophecy of Dr. Rizal and Dr. Ferdinand Blumentritt. And now let me do this. Cemeteries. As I prosper, actually, I will renew every step, every meeting that you ask me to do in every church and shrine. In USA, Mexico, Europe, Middle East, Asia, in the Philippines and other countries. So each of these need that I would like to see. I accept all. I take upon me. I want to represent every Filipino, my beloved compatriot, especially our overseas workers, whose sacrifices and pains and obstacles to the years. Saint Therese, this time, when you ask me that here in your beloved mini altar basilica, we bring together all the sacrifices of my compatriots wherever they are. May this ceremony in this blessed sacred space grant them hope, especially as we do the May 9, 2022 national and local elections. Through your intervention, you're opening up yourself to God's mercy, Lord. May everyone experience your opening operation to God's merciful love, so that what you have asked me to do, that every Filipino will be a saint and hero, and saint, will be realized. And so with your intervention, may the grace for every Filipino leader, citizen and community engaging in the May 9, 2022 sacred prophetic election be truly a speedily experience. Above all, bless the Knights of Rizal, the International Order of the Knights of Rizal, in every country of the world. Through the years, you have granted me the grace to be adopted with the different leaders of the International Order of the Knights. Now, this 2022, may the International Order of the Knights of Rizal, now headed by Supreme Commander Sir Gerardo Calvo, former Assistant Secretary of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, and also former Mayor and a Vice Mayor from Rizal, province of Rizal. May they realize, may they be face of Dr. Rizal as a true hero and saint and hero, so that every statue and monument of Dr. Rizal in every local government and in every part of the globe may it not be just a symbol, monument, but a living symbol, a living for every Filipino as you decide, my dear Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus, I am accepted. Your desire for me to promote that every Filipino is a saint and hero, a hero and saint. So now, when I do the prostration, like I do as a former comrade, and when I do it in every place where you ask me to do, may this be the summing up of all this sacrifice, of all this act of self-dedication, self-consecration,